Welcome back to you all. Another episode of Coffee and Pedals. Jonathan here.
Josh here.
So we decided last time our pedal was maybe not complex and complicated enough.
No.
So this time we thought we'd do two very, even more complicated pedals.
Yeah.
So we have here the Strymon BigSky Mx, brand spanking new, crazy reverb computer machine from the sky. The Big Sky, as it is.
As they say.
And we have the Source Audio Ventris dual reverb going
Toe to toe.
tat.
I don't hear no bell.
Yes, indeed. So this will be fun. Now, we're only going to scratch the surface on these because these are huge, huge pedals. You could spend days just messing with these. And there's some great videos out there with deep dives if you want to check those out. Like check out Anderton's. Rebea has done some amazing stuff with the BigSky Mx there. So check those out. But what we wanted to do, we have them both here in the store at the same time. We want to kind of A/B them, see how they function, see how they sound, see what our reactions are.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And that's what we're going to do.
Let's get lost in the sauce here. The reverb sauce.
Yeah, so reverb.
I'm going in blind, completely blind with these guys. I understand you did some homework on this occasion.
I played around with these for a little bit this afternoon just because I wanted to get a bit of an idea of how they work. How do they turn on? How do you switch between sounds, stuff like that? I gave them a quick listen, so I've got a reasonable idea. Both of these have, editors that you can use on computer or on your phone.
Oh, cool.
That we can talk about a little bit. We're not going to use those at all because that's going to take way too much time.
Yeah, I'm not very computer savvy.
And we're just going to, like I say, get into the surface. But some pretty cool pedals, a lot of different reverb styles in here. And I'm looking forward to playing with these.
Yeah, I love some reverb me. Wait, do you tell me this got like a USB? Oh, it sure does, yeah.
Oh yeah, they both got the USB action.
Wow.
They got MIDI, they got stereo. Oh, speaking of,
oh.
we are in stereo. So for
stereo.
those of you that really want to get the full experience like we're getting here, put on the headphones.
Yeah.
And then you can get very immersive with these because some of these reverbs are going to be very, kind of typical amp reverbs, room reverbs, but some of them are going to get pretty out there.
Bouncing off the wall.
Pretty spacey, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, stereo. Now to do this, for those of you who want to try a stereo thing at home, you got 2 amps. Josh is actually sitting in the ideal place to get the perfect sound of those. My sound's not going to be quite as good, but we're doing this for you, not for me.
Where are we
There
playing
goes
at?
my pick again.
Oh, okay.
I got it this time.
Good catch.
We have this funky little device because when you plug in 2 amps at the same time with pedals and stuff, sometimes you get a little bit of buzz. So we have the EBTech
It looks like it says eliminator.
Eliminator on there. Yeah, it's a little passive device. So if you want to do the stereo thing, and if you're trying it, and if you're like, why is it noisy, all this background noise when I've got 2 amps set up, that is why you need the little hum eliminator to, I think it reverses the ground or something like that.
I'm not a scientist.
I don't know. Me neither. All I know is that we plugged it in and the hum went away.
Cool.
Before, there was a lot of hum.
Living up to its name.
And I wasn't happy about the hum.
Yeah.
Now there's no hum. So there you go.
I'm the type
Hum
of guy that
eliminator
would
for
never
that.
figure out why that hum is happening and just probably end up living with it. But enough talk. Let's see what this reverb sounds like.
So before we get the reverbs, there's our reverbless tone. We got 2 amps going, like I said, Rev G20 through the 112 cab, like we've been using a fair bit. We like that one. It's great with the pedals. Yeah. Nice sound. We've also brought in the Princeton reverb for the companion amp here. This is the Tone Master one. So it's the digital version, not the tube version. I like it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I'd say it's 95%.
Like, I would easily agree with that. I used to be a tube purist, but trying out a few of these, I'm kind of sold. Like, plus you could like huck them across the room. They're so light.
They're light. Yeah, a lot of good features on those. So we like the Tone Master. So that's what we're going through. And what do we like for guitars tonight? You got the
man.
The new one.
The new one. It's the Player 2 series. As if Player 1 wasn't enough. Straight out of Mexico. This is Fender's new thing. It's the Player 1. It's modernized. I don't know. Rolled fretboard edges. It feels good in the hand. I like it. What do you got?
Yeah, it's nice. I got the other end of the spectrum here. I got the EVH Wolfgang with the yellow and black stripes on here. Very cool. Some hot humbuckers, Floyd Rose, all that fun stuff.
It's deadly like a tiger.
So there we go. It is indeed. I like having the whammy for reverb stuff. So
Absolutely.
let's dive into these. Which one should we start with? The new kid on the block? I mean, it's not really the new kid on the block. The BigSky has been around for a long time. It's been kind of the big reverb machine. This is the new MX model, which means more complicated, I believe.
Yeah, more extreme.
Yep.
Maybe.
Extreme.
I don't know. I'm a little afraid of it. I think I said that in the last video as well. Wound up having a great time. I'm pretty sure the same thing's gonna happen tonight.
Totally.
Yeah.
So let's start off with that one. Let's start off with the room reverb. There's a ton of these on here. We'll get through a few of these algorithms. Let's try the room. We'll try some of the more basic ones first, then get into the weird ones. There we go. Oh, I wanted to keep it on here. I wanted this one. It says Showtime.
Showtime.
Because we're on the show, and it is Showtime.
Yeah.
So I wanted to keep it on that preset. We're not going to use the presets because that's a whole nother thing. We're just going to
Your journey, dear.
No, I have to switch. So this is the thing. If you're using a digital pedal like this, and you're using presets, you got to reset the knobs. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand that.
You got to reset the knobs. So there we go.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the room reverb.
I really feel like I'm in a room.
You would think that you're in a room. Even if you weren't in a room, you might assume that you're in a room. How's about the room on the Ventris?
Let's find out.
Does it sound like a room?
Yeah. So I'm feeling like a room with furniture in it, and like a room that is in a new apartment you just moved into and have not had a chance to run to IKEA yet.
It's like you're in a different room.
Like a different room, man.
Still sounds like a room, but a different room.
It's crazy.
Let's make the room bigger.
Make it big. Where am I?
That's not a room. Come on.
Okay.
That is not a room. Let's try it. Maybe this is. That's still a pretty darn big room.
That's large. Warehouse, maybe?
Yeah. That's a warehouse. Actually, I like that one.
I do.
As a big room, I mean, a humongous, empty, cavernous room.
Yes.
It does sound a bit like a room. Speaking of bigger rooms,
Let's go.
let's go on to the hall.
Woo!
Let me flip it over to you there.
Concert hall. Okay.
And so you're in the hall,
So.
which is presumably a larger room.
I would think so. Generally a hall. Or maybe, like, do you ever think that it's like concert hall or like a hall in like a school, like a corridor?
Like a hallway.
Yeah.
A hallway reverb would kind of suck.
Yeah, it kind of would. I might kind of...
Let's hear it.
I'm just going to go for... Okay.
I just made your hall even bigger.
Thank you. I needed it to be bigger. I was sitting there going, where's all my reverb, you know? It was there. It was subtle, though, which is good. Some folks need subtle.
Here's the Ventris hall.
Let's go Ventris Hall. This hall is here to make a statement immediately. Okay, there's no mistaking that.
Wow.
That's really pretty.
It is very pretty.
Yeah.
I believe I read the Ventris hall algorithm is based on the Lexicon
Okay.
hall algorithm, which is
Right.
a very famous rack mount
Mm.
reverb from back in the day,
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Right.
But very, very famous one and a very well-regarded one. That's a pretty cool one. I could get lost in
I can
that
get
a little bit.
down with that for sure. You want
it
to give it a go?
Nope. Yeah, very pretty.
Okay. It's a little angelic, isn't it?
It's a little longer than that one.
Yeah.
It's a little more like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's reserved. It's polite.
Not quite as magic as this one.
I don't hate that at all.
So while we're on the conservative ones here,
Yeah.
let's check out the spring reverb.
Oh, good. I like little springs.
There we go. There's the spring reverb on that guy.
Okay. Still showtime here. That's nice.
Oh, let me turn it down a little
It might be
bit.
a little bit much there.
So this should sound a little bit like an amp, like a Fender spring reverb kind of
We
deal.
do have the reverb turned down. Yes, we do. Okay.
Good.
No. Yep. That's the good old-fashioned spring reverb right there.
So interesting thing on the Strymon one here. So we got these parameter 1 and parameter 2 knobs. And on a lot of these, it's like low, high, or whatnot. Some of the algorithms, though, if you hit parameter 2,
Okay.
you can choose. So this is for the dwell. Is it a tube reverb?
Oh.
Is it a combo reverb? Oh, there's an overdrive, too.
Oh, fun.
That probably sounds cool and nasty.
Yeah.
So you can dig into different variations of the algorithms just right on with that knob there, which is kind of cool. Let's switch to the spring.
Ventris.
On the Ventris.
Yes. Yep.
Springy.
Hey.
Interesting
Definitely.
you can do on these. I was playing with this
Yeah.
earlier. So with the digital pedals, you can kind of do things that you wouldn't be able to do with like an actual tube reverb or spring reverb.
I would hope so.
Pre-delay. Check this out.
Oh, yeah.
Let's crank up the pre-delay
Okay.
on the spring reverb, which is something you normally can't do.
All right. That's
Wacky.
very fun. There it is again.
Here's 100% mix. Just hit a chord.
Okay. Get out. No, that's sweet though.
It's fun. You can do things with the digital ones that are like kind of breaking the boundaries
Yeah.
of the analog things they're modeled after,
Totally.
which is pretty fun.
Frick, man.
What's next? Plate.
Oh, good. The plate.
The good
So
old
that's
plate.
like the old-fashioned way they used to do reverb, like back in like the 50s, right? Like you'd actually have a physical plate. Now I'm not clear on the science of it, but it's my understanding there'd be a large metal plate, right? I'm asking you because I feel like you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I sure do know.
I want history, man. Damn it, I want to.
I know the facts and I'm keeping them to myself.
Ah.
No, I honestly, I don't know the science behind it. I think it might have been. I mean, it seems plausible that
Yeah.
sound could hit a plate and bounce back, and the further the plate's away, it would sound different.
I
but
dig it, yeah.
I'm sure armchair experts will chime in and let us know. what
Please.
more so than the science, we are interested in the sound.
Right.
What does it sound like? Let me switch over to me here. And we're on the Ventris plate reverb. Let's check it out.
That's not really doing a whole lot for us, is it?
The mix.
Well,
is
that'll
all the
do
way
it.
off.
There we go.
Here we go. Let's check out the Control 1 and Control 2 knobs.
See what happens, yeah.
So both of these pedals have Control 1 and Control 2 knobs. Well, parameter 1, parameter 2, Control 1, Control 2. Something that I've noticed when I was playing with these is, so with the Ventris, you got these knobs here, and if you're just using this without the app, you have no idea what these knobs are doing.
Oh.
Until you start fiddling with them.
Yeah.
And then you might have some idea. Some of these I still had no idea, but it's fun to turn them and to see what happens. With the Strymon, as soon as you turn the knob, camera above here will show us,
Yes.
as soon as you turn the knob,
Oh, look at that.
look at that. It's
Oh,
adjusting the low end. This
okay.
one, oh, it's adjusting the size.
The size. Ah.
Okay, that's cool.
Is that the size of the plate? I digress.
Probably.
Probably is.
So that's an interesting just, functionality difference between them. And half the time I was frustrated by the knob not telling me what it's doing, whereas on this one it tells me what it's doing. So that's logical.
Yeah.
But then the other half the time, it was fun just turning these knobs, not knowing what was going to happen, and coming up with like cool stuff. I'm like, whoa, that was really cool.
Yeah.
How did I make that happen? I don't know. So it's magic. Whereas here you're like, oh, I increased the depth.
Yeah.
So it's deeper.
Yeah.
That is logical.
I feel like you're piloting like a little starship down here. This one's kind of like uncharted territory on the Ventris.
Exactly.
Which
So-
is fun. We love adventuring and experimenting here, so.
So what does Control 1 do?
Let's find out.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Control 2. Oh,
there's something there.
that does something. Nice.
Okay, so it adds some
Stuff.
fairy dust, maybe? I don't know.
Very bright.
Let's try out what that sounds like with a bigger and or smaller plate, perhaps.
I think that was Prem
That was Prem 2.
Yeah. Large.
I've yet to touch a knob yet.
They're a little scary. You
can make a joke of that if
When
you
you turn
want.
up the one on the end there, the decay.
Okay, here we go. Okay,
I'm not even touching the guitar.
there we go. Okay, I like that little like discordant, like
It's like a little creepy in a way.
it's still like
But pretty.
reverbing the notes from like a previous chord, and then
Yeah.
yeah, that's a lot of fun. It reminds me, it's somehow familiar. I don't know. I've heard reverb pedals do that before, but I don't really know how to describe it. But it's like a big spooky cave that just goes down and down and down and down.
That sounds terrifying.
It is. It got a little terrifying there, though, man.
All
In a
right.
good way.
Let's head into some of the uncharted territory.
Oh, further down we go.
Some of the funkier things here.
Too greedily and too deep we
Let's
have delved.
go to the cloud setting.
Oh, what? Cool. And since it connects to a computer, you can like put this setting like on the cloud, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
You probably could. You probably could store it on the cloud.
I don't know.
Are you in there? No,
Yeah, why
I'm in.
not, man?
There you
Let's
go.
freaking give her some. So
Check
we're
out the
cloud
cloud.
now.
So I think this
Okay.
one, as the tail's finally finished,
Yeah.
this one incorporates like a almost like a synthy thing in the background. And I think one of these knobs,
Let's get
the ensemble,
more or less there. That's cool.
play like a low note or something.
Oh, that is sick though.
Ah. It's got this like almost like sort of like cello like underneath it or something. It's kind of cool.
I'm into that. That's
It's
real
neat.
nice.
I don't know if there's one on the Ventris that quite does that.
No, we're getting into.
I'm sure you could probably dive into the app
Yeah.
and program it. There is this one here called E-Dome.
Okay.
Let's try this one.
I mean, it's not the same,
No,
but it's nice.
interesting.
I don't know why I played like the same riff to compare it with. Whatever.
that's how you compare.
That's how you do it.
And for those of you that are like, wow, I love that cloud thing, but I don't need any of that other junk. What both of these companies have done is taken some of these popular algorithms and put them into a smaller little package. I think we've got them
Wait, what?
here. Yes,
Oh, that's what
we
those
happen
are.
to have them here.
Really?
So one of the newer ones they've done here, the Cloud Burst. Put this one here for you. That is essentially the cloud algorithm in one box. So rather than having like a million things, here's the one thing that you can play around with. And it's got a little switch on there that controls how loud the sort of synthy string stuff is under there.
That's this guy, right?
Yes.
Oh.
The little switch there. So
Oh, yeah.
that was kind of cool. So that's a cool one. If you're not, needing all this sort of stuff, you can go for that little guy. And on that same train of thought, which I totally forgot about, back when we were on the spring reverb, you can get just spring reverb sort of pedals. So Source Audio has the True Spring, which is their spring reverb pedal. And you can also, with the app, you can run tremolo on there too. So you can get sort of your Fender amp in a box type sounds. And the spring reverb was definitely killer.
Yeah.
On the Source Audio one. It's
yeah.
got like really nice detail, and I know people the world over sing the praises of the True Spring. And Strymon has the Flint, which is in a similar vein. The Flint, I'll put this one here so you can see it. It's got a few different options of like Fender amp type reverb, as well as Fender amp type tremolo. So if you're wanting some of the really great sounds that these have, for more traditional sounds like spring reverb, you don't need to buy the huge, expensive, crazy supercomputer. You can get those guys.
Just the little guys.
Save some money.
Save a buck.
That's what we're here for. We're here for you to maximize your fun, save your money. Or maximize your fun and spend your money.
Spend your money. Give it to us.
On
Why
these
not?
guys. What
Where are
is
we?
up next? Okay, shimmer. Both of these have shimmer.
Yeah.
But before we dive in to the shimmeriness, we're going to take a little coffee break here. Make yourself a little refresh.
I'm getting a
And we'll
little
be
low.
right back after a message from our sponsors.
Peter Frampton, the Bee Gees, Kiss, Linda Ronstadt. You'll find them all in one exciting magazine, Circus. In every issue, Circus reveals the truth about the incredible rock and roll scene.
I'm Jerry Rothberg, editor of Circus Magazine, and I want you to read the toughest, timeliest, gutsiest magazine around.
Circus magazine shows you what rock is really all about, what's happening on stage, what's happening behind the scenes.
You've heard the rumors, but do you know the facts?
The straight facts about stereos, guitars, and the new rock albums. Discover Circus now. Call now to start your subscription.
Yeah. And we're back.
And we are back, indeed.
Hmm.
Oh, we should talk about the coffee today, too.
Oh.
People have been asking. So we got the good old local roaster, 49th Parallel, one of my favorites. Today we have a light roast, Colombia El Recuerdo,
Oh.
which has tasting notes of raspberry jam, black cherry, and syrupy.
Yeah, I was picking up on all of those.
There we go. The syrupy note. Awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah.
If you would like your coffee featured on Coffee and Pedals, send a sample to care of Coffee and Pedals, Station A, Toronto, and we'll get it eventually. But all seriousness, just shoot us a message.
Yeah.
So we're on to the shimmer.
Shima!
It almost sounds like an organ in the background.
It does.
You know?
It really does.
God said unto man, "Ye shall take upon thee my word."
Well, that's a lot of fun.
Can I get an amen?
Yeah, man.
I was checking out the menu earlier. I think you can. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, the octave.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Look at this.
We're in trouble now.
You can. I don't even know where to start with this. You can adjust all these increments of 2 different pitches up in like major thirds or sevenths or fifths.
Yep.
Or down stuff. You can get wild with that, which we don't have the time to do. But I encourage you at home to mess around with each and every one of those because it's probably awesome and crazy.
Get your money's worth.
There's also a shimmer, of course, on this guy.
Oh, you gotta have shimmer.
Yeah, which.
Mess with some of the controls.
Indeed.
Let's turn it all the way up. Yeah, it's control 1, control. How about both?
Yes.
There you go. Through the looking glass here.
That is very beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. They're both very nice and very shimmery. I find the Ventris was a little more like blended together.
Yeah.
It could be just the way that we've got it set.
Huh.
The Strymon, the shimmer was very like literal.
Yes.
Like here's the intervals that are shimmering behind you. Whereas the Ventris, it was like this warm, beautiful song
yeah.
of angels.
Very, very
singing down
heavenly.
through
I did get that. Whereas this one was immediately giving me, preacher, church, organ vibes. That one was also similarly evoked a similar sort of response from
Yeah.
me.
I bet you could probably like mess with the tone on that one and knock it down and make it a little softer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that was very. I'm usually not personally into the shimmer verb sort of things, but that was fun. I could mess around with that.
I could have a lot of fun.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. What do we got now?
Right.
So we
Okay.
got Bloom on this one,
Right.
and we'll see what that one has like that. I'm not sure.
I don't know, man. I just don't know here.
I just don't know.
I just don't get it.
Let's see what this sounds like.
Okay. I don't know if the chords are the right way to go. I mean, it's cool. Sounds just like spring reverb on steroids.
Yeah. Interesting.
I dig it.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, we got parameters. What do the parameters do?
Let's go params.
Oh, low end.
Woo! What was that? That was like a spray.
Yes, this is the spray reverb. Spray all your friends. This is the swell, which
I got a dirty mind.
I'm guessing is somewhat close to the bloom. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's in the ballpark. Anyway.
It definitely swells.
Cool.
Yeah. What was it on again?
So that was still the swell.
I got a little lost
that,
in the
that was
sauce.
the swell.
Yeah, I noticed you were changing between the two pedals there.
I know. I didn't even tell you.
No, it was nice.
Keep it on your
Well, you know.
on your toes.
Seldom
Let's check out the echo verb on this one, because they have like some of these have a little bit more delay sounds. I think this was one of them. So here's the downside of the knobs that don't have the screen is you're like, oh, that was really cool. Let's change it to try and make it better. And then you make it worse. And you're like, let's go back to where it was. And you have no idea where it was or what it was that made it sound like that. So definitely the screen is good for like, you know, figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
This is good for like messing around with it. But if you really want to like nail it down, you probably want to have the Neuro editor open and to check that out, which is a really cool app.
Yeah.
And you can run it on a phone or tablet, or I think on the computer too. I have their what's it called? Spectrum, their envelope filter.
Yeah. You like that one?
Which is really cool, and it works with the Neuro app too. And I opened that thing up, and I was like, oh my god, this has so many parameters, like a crazy amount of parameters that you never expect for an envelope filter. I can only imagine for the Ventris, it must be sort of next level.
How deep it goes. Yeah, I did like that initial effect when you just
I know.
switched it on.
How do we get it back to that?
It was
That's the thing.
somewhere.
There you go. I'm like, the pedal is turned off and it's still going. It won't
It's
stop.
alive.
That's crazy.
I was getting worried there.
There's one here called Magneto, which I think is going to be a similar sort of vibe.
Magneto, you're an X-Men fan.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's
hell
like the
yeah,
echoey
man.
thing. That's fun.
Yeah.
What are the parameters? Low end, diffusion.
Yeah, diffuse it.
Doesn't sound too exciting.
I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely gives the echoey sort of thing. Let's check out Offspring.
Okay, like, you know, the band?
Play some punk rock.
You play some punk rock.
I'm not playing punk rock.
No!
I don't think it sounds like Offspring. Pretty nifty.
That was cool.
Oh, check this out too. So both of these pedals have a cool function where it's like a hold function for the reverb. So you can hold the button down and it'll set that reverb out as like a pad, and then you can keep playing over top of it. With the Ventris, you hit the button on the right, this option button. If you hold it down, it'll do that.
Okay.
On the Strymon, it's got a infinite button. So you hold that down and it does the same sort of thing. So
Yes.
play yourself a chord.
Okay. Here's a chord.
Now play over top.
Oh. Lovely.
Lovely indeed.
Yes. Weird
That's cool.
stuff.
That's cool. On this, let's go to the
Yeah.
chorale one.
Okay. Sweet. Oh yeah. You want me to do another thing?
Let's hear it first. I don't know what it sounds like.
There's a voice.
Yeah. Okay, let's try the infinite thing. So, play a chord. I will hold the infinite button.
All right. Let's go.
All right, my finger's getting tired. Still going.
Wild.
It's like some like Gregorian chant was
Yeah.
behind your like jamming the whole time, just going.
Sweet.
Oh,
The monks, they approve. I don't know.
nifty. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. We're getting down to the non-linear.
Oh no. What does that mean?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay.
Non-linear.
Non-linear.
So it's like backwards,
That is cool though.
I think. That's cool and wacky and trippy.
Yeah, man. I like it.
I'm not entirely sure what the practical application for that is, but it's cool.
Blowing minds, man.
So Ventris has similar thing, the reverse, they call it.
Oh yeah, right.
A little less confusing than non-linear. Let's hear that.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely in reverse.
Straight up backwards.
Just like ass backwards, man. we can get one swear word per episode in this show.
We're done. That's it.
And
No
I
more
wasted
swears.
it on ass.
That's 2.
Ah!
You're cut. It's like poof.
I got another swear word for you.
So another
That was just
feature
me.
of these is they are not just one reverb, but they are both 2 reverbs.
Yes. Yes, they are.
So 2 reverbs in here.
For
now,
the
how do we
price.
do that? So on the Ventris, there's a nice little switch here, real easy to use.
Oh.
That you can choose between the A reverb and the B reverb,
Yeah.
or both reverbs. So if
Oh.
you put it in the middle, boom, all of a sudden we got 2 on there. On the Strymon, this is where the menu can be a little off-putting for some people.
Yeah.
Because it's a menu and you got to do a little diving.
Well, yeah.
So I think you hit this.
Okay.
And then you scroll down, go down here past, what's that, chop?
It says chop. Huh.
Oh, it goes that way.
Okay.
Chop.
There we go.
Diffusion.
All right.
Late decay, late level, mod speed, upper level, pan, information mode, boost, persist. Dual. Here we
Ah.
go. So now we get to the dual section. You can click on that. Now you can choose parallel or series or blah, blah,
Okay.
blah, and stuff like that. So a little more complicated to get in there.
Yep.
But if you're a programming type, you can set that as a preset. Both of these have tons of presets. They both run on MIDI, so you can hook MIDI in there and control it from your switching unit
Yeah.
and have all that sort of stuff happening on there.
He's
With-
right.
Indeed.
There's MIDI. It's
There's
on
MIDI.
the back there.
I'm not lying. That's actually a good topic too.
Sure.
So MIDI's on the side of the Ventris.
Okay.
Jacks.
Jacks.
These are on the side. On the Ventris, on the BigSky, they're on the top. Go and debate amongst yourselves on that one.
Which is superior?
I'm not going to offer an opinion on that. Some people really are like top jacks are the only way to go.
Yeah.
Other people are like side jacks are just fine. I don't know. I think it's going to be in your particular pedal board how they all line up and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
something to be aware of if you are buying these. It is all top jacks on the Strymon. It is mostly side jacks on the Ventris, with the exception of whatever's back here, some USB and stuff like that.
Yeah, we got some stuff like that back there, that's for sure.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
For the last sound here, I want to jump into. This was actually my favorite one from playing around with these earlier. Am I in here? No, I'm not. So this is the dual reverb.
Oh.
It's the reverse with the shimmer on top.
Oh, fun.
It's totally fun. Isn't that nice?
Oh, hell yeah, it's nice.
Lovely. Isn't that nice that you could hang out with us while we try all these wacky reverbs? That is just scratching the surface on these. Like
Yeah.
these are huge deep pedals that we could spend hours and hours and hours playing with, and we probably will once the cameras turn off, to be honest. It's a lot of fun. So thanks for hanging out with us, checking out the Strymon BigSky Mx, the Source Audio Ventris dual reverb. You can check those out here at Tapestry Music. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, please. Thanks for watching. Leave us some comments, too.
Yeah, man.
Let us know. What do you think? Which one did you like better? For what reason? All that sort of stuff. I think there's a lot of great points for both.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of the tactile features of the BigSky. I liked a lot of the sounds of the Ventris. They're
Space
both
efficiency.
incredibly cool.
Yeah.
They're both very complex. But the sounds you get out of them, I mean, the sounds are amazing.
If you got
Just
time and you
incredible.
got money, these are both good pedals for you. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely need time with these. A lot of fun to be had. And we had a lot of fun playing them. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time.
Tune in next time.
Cheers.
Yeah. I'd drink to that.